Yo, what's buck, everybody? I'm President Krump. You are the Krump Nation, and we're back on Krump Inc. I have a very special guest. This is actually my little bro and my little homie, a student of Krump. He's been in the game a long time. Beno, aka Young Eyes. I'm gonna ask him some questions because y'all know what I'm out here saying. I'm the only creator of Krump. He was there. He has many things to tell you, so I want to hear what he thinks about it. Welcome back to Krump Inc.
Who created Krump? So many things to tell you. How much time you got?
First, how long have you been under me?
I've been under you since I was 15 years old. I'm 35 now.
Dang.
20 years.
20 years. That's a
solid.
lot. 20 years.
20 years.
Like
20
never.
From Krump Kings.
Dang.
All the way to today.
So you saw a lot of people come in. You were here before a lot of people.
Yeah.
And you've outlasted a lot of people. A lot of people, obviously.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's crazy. That's 20 years. So a lot happens in 20 years. So you've seen a lot of Krump happen. You've been a part of a lot of Krump. How many times have you seen the era change? Like Krump gets born again.
Oh my gosh, bro. That's a crazy. I have to really use my fingers to count.
It's been that many.
It's been that many, bro. You have different eras. Like you have your. I think of the eras by the groups that there were. So like Impact,
Yeah.
Street Kingdom.
Yeah.
We even had what was the one? Was it DC still?
It was DC. We went at it with DC.
We went at it with DC way before.
All the groups
when Worm was
yeah.
Yeah, man. So many different eras. So many.
Dang. And you were a part of them all, not necessarily in the front. I have a perspective about your career as a big homie, but we'll get into that later. But you've at least seen it.
I've seen it all. I've been there. I've seen everything.
Is it weird that I'm saying what I'm saying to the Krump world? Like I'm the only creator of Krump. Am I just being a crazy fool? What do you think about that?
I don't think it's weird at all. I feel like a lot of things people just don't know, and the way Krump has been going, it's like time to just say everything. Like say it all. Just tell the truth.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't think you're crazy whatsoever.
Right.
It's just truth talk.
I just had to check. I had to check because people like, how dare you, man? You're killing us. Like it is what it is. I'm not trying to. It doesn't benefit me. But let's talk about your Krump career.
Yeah.
What has that been like, and how is it being under me having a Krump career?
It was hard. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Like, how many times have you got battled?
12 exactly. Chaz has battled me 12 times. 12. And it be for, in the beginning, pettiest little reasons. Cereal gone. What? Battle.
That is actually crazy when you hear it. Like, why are you doing this, dude? You're crazy.
Man, Chaz battled me one time because I lost a battle. I lost a tournament. First off, hold on. First off, I went off Krump for 1 year. My whole entire Krump career, I only took 1 year off. And in that 1 year, I was just like lifing. I had 4 jobs. I was like lifing. In that time, my life transitioned, and I was like, no, this is not Buck at all. Quit all my jobs, went immediately back into dance. And the way I did that was the 2012 what was it called? The Realm. It wasn't the Realm though. It was the tournament, the big tournament.
The Raw.
The Raw.
It was the Raw.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I entered the Raw after being off for a year. No lab.
Yeah.
I got to the final 3. I thought that was impressive.
Yeah, I mean,
I lost at the very end. I lost to Dante. It was me, Dread, and Street Noise. The final 3. And I lost to those 2, and he got mad at me.
It's like this, man. When you are a part of the elite, like you said, it's hard. It's hard to be eyes. You never know when I'm gonna pop up on you. I am using all of my lab on you guys. And by the way, battling them is not easy. I don't want you to think it was a cakewalk.
Yeah.
They were tight. Like, I'm battling them when you guys seen them tight. That is very difficult to deal with. And you have Little Homies, all of them are tight. Are you crazy? It's very hard. But for them, I have to prepare for them because they will strike, man. And he was one of the people that would strike.
We were labbing hard. But I lost that battle. And when I lost that battle, Ches battled me for a very long time. It was like, it felt like 6 hours. I think you battled me and Dante. But Dante, off the first round, he was out.
Dang.
And then you were just going in on me. And then we were just go rounds and rounds and rounds. And then, no, this is where it gets crazy. We go back to the house to watch the footage. And he did a move. And in the footage, I was like this. And he pointed that out. Like, you not even hyping off the move I just did. We battling again tonight. And we battled again that night.
Wild.
It was crazy. I feel like but that stuff is good though because it kept us like on our toes. It kept us like
Dang.
like, you know what I'm saying? Even though we hated it, like I was almost in tears. Like but it kept us like labbing. It kept us like nah. We gotta to where when we went out to battle other people, it was a wash.
It was a wrap. It was a wrap.
Every time.
And so you're saying I've always done this to my little homies because when I call out people like Beast or when I say bad news is whack, people think it's strange. But
No,
you guys were a part of it. Like you guys felt it too. I was telling you guys this. I say this about my own round. So it's in the culture. It's not weird to be like, that was trash.
If I can find the footage, I will show you. Ches is in my face saying, are you built for this? Are you built for this? Nigga, are you built for this? And I'm sitting there like, maybe I'm not built for this. Wait a minute. Like, maybe this ain't for me. Like, but it's harsh. It's harsh, but that's Krump, and that's what it is. Like, you don't get mad. People are like soft nowadays.
You're dealing with tight eyes. Like, you're not battling some weird dude. You're dealing with on the regular. You guys were
And then
on the regular.
you think it would be a softer tight eyes because I'm young tight eyes. It's actually worse. It's actually worse. The way you guys think y'all getting it is crazy. Ches battled. Hold on. One more time. Ches battled. You battled Chemo? I don't know if you remember. This was at a skate park. I don't even think he was under you at that point. You grabbed his face, like all cheek muscle.
I didn't.
You grabbed his face and you pulled him and you socked with the other hand. Like, but just the aggressiveness of you like really? Grabbing. Yes, bro.
That's
you
wild.
grabbed his face.
That's crazy.
You socked with the other hand. It was just crazy, but it's just like that type of people like, oh, don't touch me. Like people just get crazy nowadays.
So do you think the new generation will be able to like stomach where we came from?
No, not at all. Not at all. That's why I look at people like they have things like I see like sessions. I see like lock-in sessions. Like I was at the Krump King lock-in. The Krump King lock-in.
On the DVD Krump King lock-in?
Yes, bro.
That's a long time ago,
I was
dude.
at the Krump King. You could see me in the footage. I'm wearing a NY hat and a white tee.
That's a long time ago.
I'm in there, but that was they locked it. It was locked. You can't get out. You can't leave
matter
after
if you
that.
want a break or
and there
water.
was like hundreds of people inside of it. Nowadays, you go to a lock-in and you can still walk to your car. Which is,
yeah, they're just using the
It's just
terms because
different,
it
bro.
sounds cool, but
'cause
it's
it
not
sounds
really
cool.
doing.
No, man, you gotta do it. If you're gonna do it, do it. But nowadays, it's just not like how it was. Like it was a little more ruthless back.
Yeah.
No one does like put-ons no more.
Because everybody's switching fams, I believe. You can't put anybody on. You're not even sure. It's just everybody. It's a business transaction now. You've been under me for 20 years, dude.
20
That's
years,
a 20-year. That's not Little Homie, big. That's Brotherhood.
Yeah,
But we dance.
we did.
But 20 years, how many people in the Krump world have somebody that's been with them for 20 years?
Yeah, bro, it's not a lot of people at all. Like nonstop though. I've always been Young Eyes. Like, actually, no. I started off as Young and Y when I first got under you. I was Young and Y for like a year or two, and then I remember we were in the living room and Zarius was like, "He danced like a younger Tight Eyes."
Yeah.
And then I was like, "I want to be young Tight Eyes." And then I was the younger Tight Eyes.
So Zarius is the one that.
Yeah.
Dang, well.
Sparked it off, and then you start looking at it, and then I started like labbing for it, and that was when we first met Concrete. I was young in while you were battling Concrete.
Okay.
I was sitting right there in the audience.
That's some history about somebody
Yeah.
you probably didn't expect, but he went from Little Artistics, which Cornell was under me, and then he moved to Baby and Y, then he moved to the Eyes fam.
Yep.
So people can move up in the fam. Just because you come in as a name doesn't mean you have to stay there. You can work your way up to a different.
But the name is what you make it. What you've always taught me is that the name doesn't make you. So a junior's not bigger than a, you know what I'm saying? Then you make the name tight.
A lot of people do think that, like, I have a top ranking little homie. Like, this little homie can be tight to the public, but can be trash to me.
Yeah.
Trash to me. And I'm like, no, that's not it.
Yeah.
But somebody else, I'll keep in the chamber. So it was like that. Juniors and littles, they're not higher. Whoever is, it's what you are doing with it.
Yeah.
You could be whatever, miniature something, and be killing.
Yeah.
So that's good. I like the fact that you said that, because
Yeah.
the name is what you make it.
The name is what you make.
You can't just march your name around like, I'm this. Like, so?
Yeah.
What have you done?
Yeah.
And people don't care that you was Young Eyes. They disrespect you.
All the
Like,
time.
talk about how people treated you.
People treat me crazy. It'd be crazy. I be going to a session, and I'm like saying hi to everybody, and everyone's like cool, and everyone's so cool. And then probably like a day or two later, some people like, I'll have like somebody like Cannon call me and be like, "Hey, this person's gunning for you." I'm like, "How?" I just shook their hand. I was just at the session with them.
Wow.
How do they want to battle me and for my name? That's crazy. But it's only because I personally feel, this is just my personal, I feel like I don't do this with people. It's just not my thing, bro. If you want to, we're dancers first and foremost. If you want to dance, then let's do it. Let's dance. Because I could dance and I will dance, but sitting here back and forth doing this, I'm not the one. It's just it's funny to me. I'll laugh at you. Like, it doesn't do.
It seems like the game is a little chatty right now.
Yeah.
It's a lot of chat going on, not a lot of action. This is an era you cannot fake. No gimmicks in this era. It just can't exist. So the chat is about as far as it's going to go. If I can take a look in the game, like, what's the problem? Too much talking.
Too much talking.
Yeah. Too much talking.
The talking was so short back when
it was like one line, like,
it was
you're
literally
whack. Oh yeah.
Put on the track then.
Yeah.
All right. Back to put-ons real quick. My put-on, let's talk about this real quick. Like I said, my put-on was Crush, Solo, ER, and Tighteyex. That was my put-on in a Denny's parking lot in Anaheim at 12 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
And it lasted 3 hours. No one is getting packed out. No one's dealing with Krump the way we dealt with Krump coming up. That's why, like, I see these things, and it's like it doesn't give me no excitement to banter back with you, especially because of the amount of time that I've been in. I do know a lot of things, like, and I know what it takes to beat a person. I could just look at a person and be like, no, it's not. If you physically, I want to say this on record, if you physically cannot do something, like if your body too big, if your legs don't straighten the way they're supposed to, if you physically cannot live in human life with your body, you're not going to beat me. You're not. You can't. I'm sorry. I could do way too many things. I have a really abled body, and I've been under Tighteyex, the creator of Krump, for 20 years.
I feel like a lot of people did sleep on you.
Yeah.
Like, you were one of the most slept on ones. Like, you had to prove yourself a lot. And I have respect for the underdogs. Even if people don't rock with you, it doesn't mean I don't rock with you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm there for all my little homies, regardless if they're celebrities or they're just the people in the corner. I would much prefer the people that are slept on, because you have a more slim chance of getting prideful, because nobody looks at you to be anything. So you have to work harder.
Yeah.
So I seen you work hard. You were not only like dancing, you started to help us put together the film stuff. Like, some of the footage people were watching was because you filmed it. Like, you and LeVar were taking that, and y'all were working that. I wasn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So you guys were more than just tight little homies. You we all had a job that we would do in order to bring this product to the people so people could see what was going on in Krump. Otherwise, like, these are the people that recorded the history that you guys see, all the old footage. Like, these people had a hand in it. Like, Young Eyes, LeVar. There was only a few cameramen. This is why so many things went down with no footage. If we would have recorded all the footage, like the important days, we wouldn't even be having this discussion right now.
Right.
But people like Young Eyes, they were Lil Homie, and they were the cameraman and the editor, and like we played multiple roles.
The battle of you versus Hitman at the church that you just played for everybody.
Yeah.
I was behind the camera. I filmed that, yes, because the battery was dying and I was panicking. I was like, how? No one gave me extra battery. How am I supposed to? I filmed that. Wow. But even more so, a lot of people do say a lot of things like, Beno, who are you? What do you do? Yada, yada. I do a lot of behind the camera stuff.
Yeah.
Like the last realms that you threw, I found the venue. I helped with the lighting, the music. I was doing like all the, like, there's a lot of things that I've done as well that has helped our fam.
Yeah, we're talking about the movement. We're talking about things that happen after Rize. Who's throwing events? Who's doing that? Whose house do we go to? Who's making a platform for everybody to come in? Where did you come from? Where are you from? What
City-wise?
city? Yeah, what city are you from?
When I met you, I was living in Woodland Hills. I say I'm from LA because I lived mostly in LA.
So you were like in the 818
I was
area.
818 area. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I grew up, in the 818 area.
Now we're connected to these different cities. Who's going to make a pathway for people to dance? It's more than just dancing. If there is no venue, what are we doing in the street all day? Yeah. You've seen that. And if there's no cameraman, how are you going to see? So we're talking about movement stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about evidence. Like, you can't just come out and claim, what did you do?
Yeah.
What have you done? And you have, like, majority of the things that you saw after Rize were Street Kingdom. It was because of you and LeVar.
Yeah.
At least on my side.
I remember for America's Best Dance Crew, I sat on the phone with I designed the clothing that we had. Do you remember those shirts that we had, the black shirts with the green?
Yeah.
I sat on the phone with the editor for like 7 hours, bro. We're talking. Yeah. We talked about everything, but we talked about the design because he was trying to design the shirt. And I was telling him how to design it specifically. Whoa. So I created the Kingdom. I wish we still had those shirts. Wow. Those were some good shirts.
Yeah, those felt good.
Yeah, those were good.
So, do you think that people slept on you because you were under me, or because people just don't like you?
It's because I was under you. Because when I was in the 818, every time I go to the 818, it's like all good. But when I'm fammed up with Eyes, then that's when they're like, Beno, you suck.
They go crazy.
Like when I'm 818, it's like, Beno, let's go. I got the footage. There's a lot of footage.
It's almost like you good as long as you don't say that tie-dye stuff. Like,
yeah.
When that stuff happens to you, what do you think? What do you think is going on?
I think, so for me, when people try to do that to me, rewinding just a little bit. When it comes to fams, one thing you taught me is that a fam is family first. It's not even dance first for me. It's fam first. If I feel like you're a part of you have my best interests at heart, I'll have your best interests at heart. And then we help each other build as a fam.
Yeah.
And I feel like no matter what, you're my fam, my family, my brother. You know what I'm saying? That's what the word fam is for. Like, why is it even called fam? Why is it called
Krump Fams?
Why is it called fam if you're not going to be family? A lot of people just be pulling people on like, oh, you want to be under me? Bet. But don't care about that person whatsoever. Dang. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to people trying to get me to like flip-flop or whatever, try to talk crazy about tie-dyes to me, no. You sound crazy to me. You sound crazy. That's my fam, my family, my brother, my big homie. Like, what do you mean?
That's loyalty, right?
That's loyalty.
And we don't always see eye to eye. I want y'all to know this. Like, this is not like a yes man, because a lot of people think y'all are just a whole bunch of yes men under tied eyes, because they be calling y'all dick riders all the time.
No, like, we've beefed before.
Yeah, we have beefed before.
But that's still my brother.
Yeah, but I'm not going online
and posting the beef.
Posting the beef, or putting our text messages out there, or threatening his girlfriend, or it's like, this is What type of
It's
friends are
brotherly
these?
beef. It's brotherly beef.
And he has gotten at me like, I ain't like when you did this, man. That was messed up. I'm like, oh, shoot. Okay. You got to admit when you're wrong and you got to take it if you guys are bros. You didn't post the conversation. I didn't post your conversation to the Krump world.
It's private between fam. That's one thing, too. I think you told us as a fam we shouldn't battle each other publicly or something like that.
Yeah.
But that just keeps the fam,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Keep it in the fam. If I'm going to go battle junior, little kid, Tighteyex, whatever, I'm going to do it in the garage at the house.
Yeah.
We're going to film it, but we'll film it for ourselves
Yeah.
if we need that.
Yeah.
But if it's like beefy between us, then we're going to battle, but it's not going to get out. We're not going
Yeah.
to post it.
Yeah.
When do you see a video that says this Tighteyex versus this Tighteyex? Show me. It's not that many. Like
Yeah.
if any, I don't remember. I can't even recall any.
Yeah.
Unless they're an ex Lil Homie versus
Right.
a top. You know what I'm saying? Fam is sacred. Fam has to stay like, you know, like that bond has to stay.
I had a lot of fam. And then at this time of my life, people left. Like a lot of people have switched sides. I'm like, dang, okay. But if you're part of a fam, we're not trying to divide our fam.
No.
So when we spar with each other, that's for us to know our weaknesses. That's
Exactly.
we're not trying to get off and get over on one another.
Yeah.
Like we are battling inside and then we torture our enemies. But
Yeah.
you'll never
exactly.
see us fighting on
Each
the
other.
outside. We just won't do that because a lot of people think that we're, or my fam and my little homies, we love division. We like to make the Krump game separate. But we've made a lot of sacrifices to keep the Krump game together.
There's hundreds of hours of you battling us, of footage, hundreds of hours. The reason why it's not out into the world because we did it as fam, but we
Yeah.
only did the footage for us.
Yeah,
to look at, to study, to get better. That's it. Like hours. Chez has battled Spartan,
Yeah.
Concrete, myself, Simeon, like
I
everybody.
battle every single little homie that comes under me. I battle the crap out of them.
And that's
Just
how
to
we
let them
spar.
know there is levels. I can't be the big homie if everybody could just come in and whoop me. So these people are very tight. So imagine how much preparation goes into battling a lab, the young Tighteyex. This is young eyes. It's like it's not a game. When you see the dances, like, oh yeah, I forgot. You have to deal with it. It wasn't easy, man. Like these dudes, it wasn't easy. They didn't have it easy. Let's talk about Miho. What is your relationship with Miho? Like as far as the creator, like what can you say about that?
So the crazy part is I met Miho before I met you.
Wow.
Yep. But it was at an 818 session, and we used to always have this little game that Deacon made up where we say like we'd be like
What?
and he would be like what, and I'd be like okay, slow time, like I got you, like, and we would laugh about that, which is cool. But the thing about Miho, amazing person. He's always funny. He's always, you know, if I talk about Krump, I've never really gotten anything from him, but I never searched for that. I never searched for Krump through Miho because Miho is always like just like the friend. We're always just like laughing and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I never was like, oh man, I really want to up my Krump on this, and let me go to, because I've always had you. I don't know. It's just always been like a friendship thing when it comes to
Not really Krump, but
not really Krump.
your bro.
Yeah, like either he's gone doing this,
Yeah.
or he's gone doing that. He's got, when I see him, it's like, oh, what's up?
So the Miho wasn't always around. He was like
Nah.
back and forth, back and forth.
Nah, I remember he left for like a long period of time. He came back after like years, and it was like seeing a unicorn. Like,
Yeah.
whoa, Mia. Whoa. I remember when it was though,
Dang.
because when he came back, you and him battled. It was at the Revolution, but it wasn't a battle. It was just y'all going back and forth, but y'all were on stage. Oh, I want to find that footage now. It's in
Like,
my
did I
head.
have on like was it like a character thing?
It wasn't a character thing. It was before that.
Oh.
Cause he was wearing something that looked like I want to say the word dashiki, but that's not right. But I forgot, man. But it was when that track came out, doom, 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 with the piano, doom, doom.
I remember that track.
Doom, doom.
Yeah, I remember that track.
You made that track for
Yeah.
Miho. It was when
Oh,
around
yeah,
that time.
I
That's when
did.
he came back.
Okay.
Because I remember, what's he gonna do? Like what? Like Miho, the amazing, the great, like is back, and the track is called Miho's Back. That's crazy. I want to find it.
Like I was bringing Miho back into it. Like every
Yeah.
time Miho came back, he was somewhere around me.
Yeah.
So the battles and all that. At least you saw Miho's presence coming in and out. What about Lil C? Have you seen him?
I don't really have a relationship with Lil C at all whatsoever.
What about Krump? What have you seen him like?
Nothing, bro.
Nothing. Nothing.
Nothing, bro. Nothing. Honestly,
Dang.
I was there the day you guys battled at Evolution, like way back. Cause I remember we got kicked out the studio because one of the bad news, Lil Homies broke the glass.
Bad news, Little Homies.
And the reason why,
Man, they just bad news, man.
the reason why Krump got banned from Millennium was because of bad news, Lil Homies
See,
breaking the glass.
that's why I be calling these dudes whack, man.
That time when y'all battled was the only time I really seen him like battle. I've never seen Lil C battle anybody, and maybe it's not about that for him. So it is what it is.
I mean, if I could just sit around, I was battling y'all.
Yeah,
I was battling the Krump community, all the groups. Like, you ain't get a pass. I can't get Lil C a pass.
nah,
You can't just skate on by while I'm doing all this
I didn't even
battling.
see them dance at sessions and stuff. And I personally, even growing up in Krump, when I seen like subtle bucking, which is kind of like what he does, I've never really got like hype off that. Like, you can't. I'm not like, oh, let's go, like subtle buck, slower.
But this is for real. You're not making this up. You just don't have anything.
No, I don't have anything.
What about Prissy?
Only the only
See, man, it's crazy.
I don't have anything for her either. I just when y'all battled and she punched you in the head.
Yeah, she did punch on me. Like, how is this legal, man? Why she gotta punch me? I'm just dancing.
It's funny though because it's something really funny that I call the eyes curse. Whatever happens to him happens to me, and it happens. It's like clockwork. It happens. Like he got bald, I'm bald. Like he broke his finger, I broke my finger.
Yep.
He got punched in the head, I got punched in the head. Like I'm like, stop moving, stop it. But what was it? Crucial punched me in the head after
Dang.
you got punched in the head, and I was just like, what?
We're just dancing, but we're going through all of these things. People are treating us different just because we practice more than everybody.
Yeah.
Just because we're united. People did not like when we showed up, squad up, like eyes up. They hated that. I never understood why though. Like this is so tight.
I think because we had something that they just didn't have, but they didn't see what happened behind the scenes.
Yeah.
We were killing each other
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
Beat you up.
But even on top of that, like we labbed 6 hours a day for 6 years straight. You know what I'm saying? Like 6 hours a day for 6 years, 6 hours a day.
Yeah.
For 6 years.
Always labbing.
Straight. Always labbing. Just drenched shirt before the session. Before the session, we would start at 3 o'clock, and then by 9 o'clock, we're on our way to the session to go let off our material, and then come back home, watch the footage,
And do it again.
wake up for breakfast, and do it again. Like that's it. That's all we did.
That is the real Krump training. Like these guys went through severe training situations. You got me. You don't know when I'm gonna battle you. You got everybody hating on you. They don't want to hype you, so they try to disarm you and hurt you by not screaming for you. Even if you're tight, they will
won't
not
even
say nothing.
Right.
Friends turning on you just because you're part of a fam, but as long as you don't rep that name, like this is the type of stuff that's happening while we're trying to push the movement. So this I don't think this is strange. How long have you been dancing though?
I think I first started when I was 14. I met you a year. I crumped for a year.
Wow.
Before I got under you, cause I met you at some session. I remember, and then a year passed, and then so I started in 2004.
So today,
I'm the Prince of Krump.
you say I was Prince Krump. I'm putting it wide. You're gonna be like, hey man, oh you say that cheers, I'm about it, man. It's the 20th year, the anniversary of Rize. Krump today. What can you say about Krump today?
I don't like Krump today, honestly. If I'm just being honest, and I only say that because people just are different. Like when I say that, it's just like no, people are scared to have an opinion. They're scared to say what they really feel because they're scared to be put up on that chopping block. Because I don't know if it's because they feel like their Krump's not gonna stand for it. Like I don't know what it is, but there's been situations where I would come out and say something, and then nobody, I would say social media wise, would have my back, but then call my phone on the private and be like, "You're right, bro. Like, you right." And I'm like, "Get off my phone. Just put it on Facebook."
Yeah.
Like, and
Talk in public, please.
Talk in public, because once you talk in public, then it'll show the divide, and I feel like we could do more stuff because everyone, it's clearly one sided. Like it's literally, it feels like eyes. It doesn't even feel like Eyes fam. It feels like Eyes versus Krump World. That's what it feels like. It doesn't even feel like the Eyes fam. I feel like more people need to stand up and say what they believe and put stuff out, so then we can really talk about it. Because I feel like the new people that are coming in are just seeing. They're just seeing all wrong. They're not benefiting from what they should be benefiting for. They're not being able to pick a side if they need to pick a side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're just being pushed into this wave of, oh, this is what Krump is now. And it's like love. And it's like, but Krump has never been just all love. It's never been that. It's that we've always beefed. There's so many battles footage.
This is a beef. Like, how you gonna say all love? And this, your all love, is a beef with me.
It's a beef.
Or whoever is on the opposite side. So, yeah, I agree with you. I agree.
It's just it's a lot of people just need to come out and say how they really feel, what they really agree with or don't agree with. People just need to be more vocal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I say that with a grain of salt because, like, if you're going to take the role of, I want to say what I'm saying because of my history, then cool. But also make sure you dance. Because we are talking about dance here.
Yeah.
Make sure you dance, because a lot of people, like I said, this right here, too much of this is just like, all right, all right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've literally I was on tour with this dance convention, whatever. So I'm going to every different city, and I'm pulling up to every session because I'm not a person to do this. I heard this person said this. I'm not saying anything. I show up to, I don't know, Cleveland, wherever I'm at or whatever, Atlanta, and I've been to all. I have footage. I've been to all these people's sessions, all across the United States. And when I get there, everyone's like, "Oh, Beno, love, love, love," and I'm like, "But you, you were saying that thing. You was doing that thing. You was being weird on social media." And now it's like, now I'm in your face, and now it's like, haha. But like, number one, pick a side, keep that energy the entire time, and dance. We can dance. Let's just dance. That's what makes it fun. I feel like Krump is not fun when it's like, hey, battle him, and I'm like, I have no reason to battle him.
Yeah, no purpose.
No purpose. But if it's like, oh, this guy that was talking crazy, and he was saying this and that, he was doing this, I'm like, ooh, all right, come on. Like, prove it. Let's see what you got to say.
Yeah.
That's what makes Krump fun. But it has to be two different sides. There has to be.
So we can have competition. That's how we got better. Yeah.
If you really look at your Krump and think back, if you're not like a new person, how did your Krump get better? You know what I'm saying? If you're like a project or show off, or you know what I'm saying? Like you were battling, going crazy. And you just got to do that. You have to do it. Pick a side and dance.
So when he says pick a side, I'm telling people, you're either going to Krump this way or this way. It's either you're with the real or you're with the counterfeit. If you cannot produce, like these are my students, little homies, little brothers. They were producing things in Krump to help the vision, to help the movement, not only at their own benefit. They weren't the only ones benefiting. Majority of the time, it was benefiting others more than them. Like this is the role of a leader. This is the role of the Eyes fam. We are the people who still have to outsource, even though we're persecuted the most, because people just don't want this fam or this name to be on top. They don't like it. But this is how we war. If you don't like it, come move me. In a battle, though. We can't talk about these things. You're going to have to do it in a battle. This is how we get stuff done.
Yeah.
So we've been in wars like Street Kingdoms versus this group. And then you versus this. Like, we have been in so many wars. It used to be week after week.
Yeah. Literally week after week, someone hated us. Somebody wanted the rounds. Somebody. And it's like, okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
But not week after week means during the week, we're practicing and we're showing up on that day to kill.
Yeah.
And we did every time. I feel like the strongest time for the fam was the era of like Spartan, Concrete, myself, Sherwin, and when we all labbed, it's just that having that lab and having people talk crazy and having people that are so like ready to dance, it made magic. It made you know what I'm saying? It made it fun. It made Krump fun. There's nothing like that now.
Yeah.
Everybody love.
I mean, I think it's fake. I think it's fake because
It is fake.
they just don't want to come up to a certain standard. Like if you put pressure on the talkers, they'll break. Like we're talking about 10 seconds in a round. Like they will break. They're not built or bred for the type of stuff that comes after the talking.
Yeah.
But more personally, let's go to a personal tip. You heard some very disturbing personal things about me when the 7M drama. Like I'll just give you a few. They're saying I'm sex trafficking my wife, right? Like, you know my wife.
Yeah.
You think I'm gonna say like this is? I'm just saying, sex trafficking is on the line. Rape, girls saying I raped them and all of that, and that's making my wife look bad. You're hearing about this stuff. They're calling you saying, he's in the cult, he's the blood drinker, he's the groomer. Like, yeah.
So the crazy thing is the things you're saying, I haven't heard these things. Those are crazy things. That's wild.
Yeah.
I was contacted by somebody just asking all this stuff, and I was saying back to the person, I was like, hey, what?
They just called you?
They just called me. What these adults are doing in their life have nothing to do with me. I know my brother's okay and my brother's good. I talked to him. He's fine. If he wasn't, I would call the police.
Yeah. Like we
or
know,
someone would call the police.
We know real trouble. Like, I don't think I wouldn't let you just run around raping people. I would pull up on you.
That would be crazy.
And it would be a problem. Like, how would you be young Tighteyex and your big homie is just sex trafficking his wife? Like, this is what but Krumpers are listening to this though. It's because Krumpers have gotten a hold of the information and they're just delivering it. But this is the type of stuff that's going on. Like, this is not Krump at all.
Yeah. And that's where I lose it. That's where Krump loses me. And that's why I don't really be tapped in as like I used to be. I used to be tapped in. I want to see. I want to know what everybody's saying. But now it's just like, what? This is not Krump related. This isn't Krump related. This isn't Krump. Why am I here? Like, I'm out of there because none of this is Krump related. So, it's just, I feel like the internet stretches things out. You know what I'm saying? They want to find something, especially when you're in a higher stature, higher position, to where they want to find something and they're like, they just run with it off the first, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I hear something, I just text you. I send you a text. Like, hey, bro.
Send me a text. That's what a friend would do.
Yeah. Hey, bro, is this true?
I'm going to tell you what Beast did. This is why I dropped him. Now, he's in the fam. This is an Eyes fam. You have Spartan. He's at Little Tighteyex. He's in that spot. You have Concrete. He's in the Junior Tighteyex spot. We have Beno, Young Eyes. Then you have Sherwin, Baby Tighteyex. So this is the Eyes fam. Y'all had an era where it was the Little Homies era. Y'all giving the Little Homies a different look. Y'all made fams. Like, people sought after being in the fam because of you guys.
Yeah.
So you have this bond. We do things a certain way. I dropped Sherwin because he posted our messages.
The private stuff.
Private messages, but didn't even show the real context. He just showed the part that made me look like a crazy guy. But if something is really wrong, you text your friend.
Yeah.
Or you come see your friend.
That's it.
Sherwin has sent me a copy and paste text from the media. Like, he sent me the caption, how the media was putting it out there. He sent it to me like, Chaz, help. I'm trying to help you get out. I'm like, Sherwin, are you stupid? You need to call me, fool. I just saw you last week. Don't copy and paste this to me. I told him these things. He was like, my bad. I'm like, you just sent the same message to Kevin 5 minutes ago, because Kevin is right there.
Right next to you.
And I'm like, this is not fam. So I dropped him for that, because that tells me, if you listen to these people you don't know anything about, you have been baby Tighteyex. I got to drop you. And it was private.
Yeah.
But then he posted the messages because I guess he wants the people to catch him when he falls. I don't know. But this is why people get dropped. There's a reason why people get dropped from positions in the fam.
Yeah.
Have I dropped you before?
Oh yeah, I've been dropped.
You've been dropped.
I've been dropped a few times.
You've been dropped a few times. So this is not strange, right? And
Not
you
at
didn't go
all.
out me, or
No,
you didn't.
I stuck around. If you look at, watch. What's the DVD called? Where it was the Realm 2012. I battled Kate. She was Girl Eyes at the time. I battled Kate. I was not an Eyes on that stage. If you look at my second round, I look to the crowd and I throw up the eye sign, because I got my name back while I was on stage. While I was battling Kate, you were like, whoa, you're getting off.
Yeah.
And you gave me my name back right in that moment.
Wow.
And you can see me throw it up, and I start going off. And I go straight to Spartan, and me and Spartan are screaming in each other's face. Like, I'm back. Like, I've been dropped. We get dropped, but we can come back. Like, it's just conduct. Like, fix your conduct.
Yeah.
That's
And
it.
I'm not always right.
No,
I'm not always right when I drop a little homie. Like, there's people I dropped, and my brother ER was like, man, I don't think you should have did that.
Yeah.
Like, the punishment was too much. Like,
Human being.
Yeah. So
Human being.
This is like a real, y'all seen me make mistakes.
Yeah.
You seen me go this way. If I'm doing something, I'm doing it 100.
Yeah.
But you guys never judge me like the real fam. I don't have many real people that's with me still today.
Yeah.
But you never switched. Even
No.
you're hearing a whole bunch of crazy stuff, and this is at a time where we're not even really speaking.
Yeah.
You still like,
Like, no, it's my brother. He's good. Like,
but we were working together, so you saw
Yeah.
me when Zarius died.
I
Like,
was
we
there.
were around each other, so you have a better understanding on why. Like, I needed to get right. I needed to get my health
Yeah,
right. I
and
needed to get my mind right.
that's what I understood the most, is because Krump is yours. You created Krump, right? And it's something that you created and you're not a millionaire off of. Like, and that's how we're thinking. There's other people that's coming in, learning and taking it and making crazy money.
Yeah.
And we're sitting here like, we still at the Wardlow.
Yes.
We're still in Long Beach, like living in this tiny little studio, 1-bedroom apartment. So it's like the struggle was constant. We've had so much struggle after struggle after struggle after struggle. And then Zarius passes away.
Yeah.
That's like the darkest of, like, the lowest of low. Like, and I was there for that. I remember you would come to the house and then you would put Tav in front of the TV and you would go in my room and cry. And I was sitting here like I'm feeling the same exact way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was a dark time for us. But in that, you found something that had you, I didn't care what it was. You were happy?
Yeah.
You're better? You're in
Yeah.
a better situation than what
Yeah.
it was? I don't care if you was hula hooping in a backyard, bro, and it made you happy. That's what you. Hey, Tighteyex is good. Like, he's hula hooping in a backyard. He's straight. So I didn't care what it was, because you were in a better situation, and it just kept escalating and escalating. It kept getting better and better and better and better. So I was like, wherever you're at, you're good, because I seen at the low, rock bottom. You know what I'm saying? When you're at rock bottom and you're still digging, going lower, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And now you're in a better position. So it's just like, what? Why would you sit there and take that?
Yeah.
Why would you try to take that? Like, you know what I'm saying? For the people who've been here, like Concrete, Sherwin, for the people who've been here and they understand that, why not their first instinct be, let me talk to you real quick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why does their first instinct be like, oh, he's a what?
Yeah.
He's a what?
Yeah.
He praises a dragon. What? Like, why is your first instinct not text me? Why is your first instinct social media?
Yeah.
Because the people on social media don't know you, don't care about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it always blows my mind. So even in that time, I hit you up and I didn't get a hit back. I didn't talk to you for 7 months. I didn't talk to Chance for 7 months while he was doing his thing. But I was just like, I know he's good. He get to me when he get to me. Yeah. And he got to me. And then he was good. Yeah. I was like, oh, bet.
It was crazy. Zarius brought you in. So Zarius is the reason why you under me. So when Zarius died, I got my mom, my fam, and Zarius. This was my circle.
Yeah.
This is why Krump. This is what gave me the motivation to keep going. But when you take away Zarius, you take away mom, and then the fam is broken up, I really was like, I have no purpose.
What am I doing?
Yeah, I need to find a different purpose. So you were there when I met KO. You were there when we was doing all the videos, and like you saw me go from this to this.
Yep.
And people are making it seem like because I went from this to this, I done sold my soul to the dragon, and I'm drinking the blood. It's like
drinking the blood is crazy. But what's even crazier to me is I'm trying to save you. Yeah. This black man from South Central LA, you trying to save. And you not even from nowhere like that.
Yeah, we know about real danger. This is fake danger.
Yo.
Like how
it's not real danger.
Why do I have baby Tighteyex responding to fake danger? And young Tighteyex is not. It shows you a difference in like true family. You were here before Sherwin.
Way before Sherwin. I was here when we were moving DVDs from Koki's.
Like way before.
I was Krump King era. I was here. Wow. Krump King era. That's when I was here. I was helping you guys. I might even be on one of the DVDs in the background. Like
up with the clothing.
Yeah, when you battled
the DVDs.
When you battled J Slot and T Slot with Hitman in that parking lot at Sepulveda, I was there.
Dang.
I was there. I was here way before I was during the Krump King era.
Dang, so you saw when Hitman was.
Yeah, when Hitman was under you.
Yeah.
I was around.
Dang.
When Hitman was Junior Tighteyex, I was around.
Wow.
Hitman would stay at the crib I was staying at. Like,
dang.
Yeah. Yeah, man. We were staying with the homie John and his mom. And then Hitman would come over and we would all just like lab. Like, yeah,
and even with the videos that we would film in 7M, you were there.
Yeah.
You were there filming
most of them. I filmed most of the 7M videos, and I'm fine. No dragon residue on me.
I just think I'm not gonna say white people. I think it's just
ignorant people.
Yeah, ignorant people. But it usually comes when certain people cry. Like when people cry, people get stupid.
Yeah.
Like my wife got muscles. Like she can hit hard.
Yeah.
She could fight. She could kick. She could jump. She could scream. I don't think I would be able to.
She has fingers. She can call the police.
Yeah.
If she was being harmed, all it takes is your little phalanges on your hand. That's it.
So these type of things, they really make me laugh. Because I'm like, are people looking at the type of person that they're trying to attach this thing to?
That's what's the crazy part about just media in general, because people just believe what they see, believe the first thing they hear, but not look at the results.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So even when you were talking about the Miho thing, like you're believing, okay, well, he's this. Okay, cool. That's what we're hearing. He's this. So, okay, he must be this. But you're not looking at the proof of like, okay, wait, but why is his fam not going as crazy as his fam? Or why is he doing this and he's not? You know what I'm saying? You got to look at that stuff to see, like, the proof is in the pudding is the saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to look. They're happy. Him and his wife are happy dancing on social media still. I'm sure there's a post from yesterday that they just did yesterday. And they're still smiling and happy. You know what I'm saying? No one's in danger. Just chill out.
And this is coming from people that know me. This is beyond Tighteyex. We have moved houses with each other. We have wore the same clothes. We have had to eat off of the same $100. We have had the same bookings. We have had this money to split 4 or 5 different ways. So it's really a lot of that stuff in it.
Yeah.
It's more than Krump. But what do you think about the God stance in Krump? Because that's what I believe is the separator. Like I don't just Krump to Krump. I was with you guys because there was love there. It was God there. Like that we had a common ground. We were trying to do something with God. We didn't really know, but who knows? You just try and work with what you have. But for me, that is what really made us who we were.
Yeah.
At Street Kingdom, God's kingdom outside the 4 walls. We're really repping this.
Yeah.
So what do you think about the God factor? Do you think it's valid, or do you think how is it for you?
It's been this way since. Okay, first off, Kingdom radically uplifted, mighty praise. That sounds godly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I got into Krump, that's what led me into coming into learning the actual way. Because like I said, I came from the 818. And 818, I feel like they didn't really rep it in that way. When I first met you, the first thing you said was, you got to come to my church. If you want to be in the family, you got to come to my church. And I came to church. And when I came to church, that's when I started really soaking into Krump, you know what I'm saying, in a real way. I feel like if you watch the footage, watch every battle that you've ever had, it's always a godly stand to it. Always. When you battle Hitman at the cage, like the words you're saying in your intro is godly stuff. Like you just go through the generations, it's always been there. Life happens, and when life happens, we fall short. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll probably see some things that are out there that are opposite of that. But it always comes right back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It always comes right back. Like, this is a godly thing. I feel like there was a point in time we were at the movement. I think I battled Keone as Young and Y. And that was my first like super labbed up self ever. But I remember your rounds, we had that 99 Souls track, and we were like blessing people, like the crate, like we would throw our arms and people would pass out. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
But it's always been that. It's always been that type of power is not that strong right now. If any, it's not like that no more. But it's always been there. You go to every session and you see the opposition. One side was always godly, the other side was always the opposite. It was never really, I don't remember a single time where it was godly versus godly. Usually when it's that, it's us labbing, us battling at the house. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's never been that.
That's what we came out for. That's why you saw Street Kingdom versus, because we're standing for something. If Krump is going a certain way, you're going to bring this fam out. If you're not willing to deal with this fam, you need to, it's about the message. Everything that we did had a message to it. And the Eyes fam, it has a message to it. Not a lot of people go about it the right way. And we've taken a lot of L's. We've taken so many L's. But we're still, even today, trying to make it work. Like, we're still pushing Krump, trying to do what we can. Like, you're filming my stuff. So we're still
doing stuff.
We're still labbing. We just got through labbing today. So it's like we are still in that. This is for real. This is how we live. It's not a joke. I'm not like a big homie or a big brother today and not a big homie or big brother tomorrow. No. It's a constant. This is a 20-year friendship. And like a fam. You don't find that. I'm no longer friends with people I was friends with for 20 plus. This guy is here for 20, so it's very valuable. And I'm saying from a big homie perspective, I've seen people sleep on you. And I know a lot of people did not want me to keep you in the fam. I don't care though. Like, a lot of people didn't like whip head. Most of the time when I bring somebody new in, people don't want to the fam. But it doesn't change me. So
because you can feel if that person belongs in the fam or not, and that's all you. If you feel like that person, that's how I do my fams. You know what I'm saying? With my little homies, I'm like, if you feel like family, do you feel like I could really like rock with you and you would rock with me, type of thing? You know what I'm saying? I want it to be to where if I'm going through life, because we are dancing, let's remember that, and dance takes a toll on our bodies and on our brains and everything. So sometimes we need to pay bills because
Yeah.
we live out here. In
Yeah.
the world. So sometimes we gotta take a step back. But
Yeah.
I don't want to take a step back and my little homie be like, "Man, you suck."
Like, dang,
you know
come
what I'm saying?
on.
Like, understand, have understanding, know that okay, well, yeah, my brother needs to take a break, or my brother's going through this right now. So my brother is, you know what I'm saying? It's just understanding that he is my fam, and that's just what it's gonna be. Like, if you don't want to be under someone like however your big homie's acting, then
Yeah.
go
But-
hop somewhere else.
You were one of the people taking care of my son. I'm playing with your son. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I meet
Yeah.
you at this age, and
Yep.
people used to say we used to look alike.
Yeah, that's
So-
why he said I was a younger time.
Yeah. Been seeing that, going from seeing this young dude, I'm like, yeah, we do look alike. And
Yeah.
I'm listening to Zarius. Of course, this is my bro. What he says has been spot on.
Yeah.
He has a track record of being spot on to what he says.
Yeah.
And then I go from meeting Young and Wise, it's Beno, Young and Wise. Now he's Young Guys. And now I'm playing with his son. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
time is going.
Yeah.
We need to hurry up and get it, right? right?
Yeah,
Time is
man.
going.
My
How
son
did-
is 2 years old.
He's 2 years old?
He's about to be 3 in October. Yeah. And your son is?
He's about to be 8 this month.
Man. I have a picture of me holding him when he was like,
Yeah,
your
I was
son,
over there
when he
all
was
day.
little.
We have videos. You're filming the videos. Topper Ray is dancing in
Yeah.
the driveway.
Yep.
All right, we could go on all day, but I want to know this: if you could battle anybody, like if you first person on your hit list, we talking about today.
Ooh.
Who is that? Who is that person? Like, I'm coming for you. I hope you see this, sir.
I got 2 people.
Okay.
All right. It has to be 2 people.
All right.
I got one because he's not that tight, but he's been talking crazy. He's not that tight. He's been talking crazy, and I have to battle him. I'm not
Okay.
gonna tell you which one it is. And then I have another one that I feel like would be a good challenge for me. Right. So those 2 people are Oxy and J Bad.
Oh.
Oxy and J Bad. I beat J Bad already twice. Okay, it's
But-
both on footage. I beat J Bad twice, but
Sometimes as an eyes, you got to three-peat because people don't want
Yeah.
to see it. They don't like to see it the first time, and I'm a witness to that.
Yeah.
Sometimes they got to see you whoop somebody 8 times in a row before they get it.
it's just people just talk. People just talk and say crazy things sometimes. You're gonna
I
battle.
think that's a good battle. I actually like how Oxy crumps. I think it'll be a good battle.
Yeah.
I think that's a better one. I would cringe watching J Bad. You just know you're not gonna see anything. It's just the truth. I know they're gonna be like, man, it's like, no, that is trash. So I don't want to see you battle J Bad.
I've already beat him twice, but I got to do it again. Man. I
but
gotta
yeah,
do it again.
I'm gonna just
If-
turn my
if-
head where he going.
Yeah, if he allows it, because I don't know, people are strange nowadays. But if it happens, then that needs to happen. But Oxy, I really want to battle Oxy. I want to lab and I want to battle Oxy, like in a real way. Yeah.
Okay, for sure. Well, this is my little bro, Young Eyes. He actually is a great videographer, like crazy. We're working together, so I'm gonna put his information so you can contact him, and you can learn Krump from this guy. He's under me, so he has the right information. He's not gonna teach you something that is off brand. It is elite. He knows what it is, and it's being refreshed. So, thank you for coming and talking to me, man.
Of course, man.
You're going to be hearing from more of my fam to see if I'm just a crazy old big homie who's claiming all the credit for nothing. Maybe we don't have any history here. Maybe I'm just crazy. But with people like Beno, who has 20 years
20 years.
in the fam, he has a lot of wisdom about how fams work. So he has more wisdom, but you got to come back for that. We can't give you everything, but just let you know that there's real fam, there's real loyalty. Krump is built on honor. This is why we have to make Krump praise again. So I'll see y'all next time. Stay linked into the series of Who Created Krump. Peace.
20 years in the making, and here we are. And the truth is finally going to be spoken.